Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. For a while now, it has been a tussle between the northern governors or northern part of Nigeria and the southern part of Nigeria. That's northern and southern governors from all talking about the rotation of presidency. Well, looks like they seem to be quite sure that when it comes to the issue of VAT and other things, no one is actually letting low. But as we speak, the youth have decided to intervene between these two guys, and they have strong words to say. You know, there's this general saying about during the time of chaos, the old men, do the terrible honors of burying their own children, but during peace, it's actually the young men that actually bury the old men. So likelihood that the wisdom of the youth are beginning to spring up. Before we go to the news proper, I would like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, following the altercation of the northern and southern governors on the issue of zoning the presidency ahead of the 2023 general elections, the Northern Youth Council of Nigeria, NYCN, has appealed to the governors not to set the country on top speed. The group, in a statement on Tuesday signed by Isa Abubakar, President, and Mark Samuel Kure, Director General Media and Publicity, stated that it has noted with concern the words over the zoning of the presidency, warning that the governors should avoid a situation where they unnecessarily heat up the polity by their own position. The statement reads in part, "It has become necessary for us to call on them, that's the governors, to sheathe their swords and allow peace to reign before they further drag the country into another avoidable crisis. It is common knowledge that most of the leaders sending threat messages won't be there when things get out of control. They have exit plans for their families. It is a common man that will suffer the brunt of the fight between two elephants. Whether the presidency is in the north or south, it is the same elite from both north and south that will derive maximum benefits from the system," which is very, very true. Honestly, the first time these guys are talking sense. Let's continue. "The poor man challenges will always dwell with him. Therefore, our governors should dissipate their energy on developing their various states and coming with formula on how they can lift poor Nigerians from the current challenges of poverty, insecurity, total hopelessness, rather than trying to set them against each other along regional, religious, and tribal lines," the statement further added. The NYCN stated its determination to mobilize its members to support a leader with a realistic and implementable manifesto that is capable of lifting Nigerians from the present quagmire and attend to issues fueling agitations for secession across the country. Meanwhile, the Middle Belt Forum, that's MBF, on Tuesday berated northern governors and traditional rulers for opposing power rotation. Recall that on Monday, northern governors and traditional rulers held a meeting in Kaduna where they rejected power rotation and also kicked against value-added tax, which is VAT, collected by state. The MBF, in a statement by its national president, Dr. Bogo Bitros, said it was unfortunate that the northern governors are hiding behind the constitution. The MBF statement reads, "The attention of the Middle Belt Forum," that's MBF, "has been drawn to the statement credited to the Northern Governors Forum and the traditional rulers on Monday that it was totally opposed to power rotation on account of the fact that the Nigerian constitution does not provide for it. Resorting to the constitutional provisions as basis for rejecting power shift, the northern governors and traditional rulers are simply being clever by half, as they are only attempting to hide behind a finger. Lest we forget, the reason behind the zoning arrangement that emphasizes the need for power rotation between the north and the south is to avail all zones a sense of belonging in providing leadership in the country. As the umbrella body of all ethnic nationalities in the Middle Belt region, we are surprised that it is now that the NGF, Northern Governors Forum, whose members are beneficiaries of power rotation, are kicking against power shift to the south. We are shocked that instead of happening on what is going on across the country, the governors and traditional rulers of the so-called north are concerned with with which of the zones takes over power in 2023. It is not only immoral but also dubious on the part of these governors who are proven incapable of combating the activities of criminals in their various states to now insist that power rotation is not in line with our nation's constitution. As the National Executive Committee (NEC) of MBF resolved in Akwanga, Nasarawa State, we call for power rotation among three regions of the North, Middle Belt and South. We deplore a situation where the Middle Belt region is completely excluded in the power sharing arrangement. We have been in we have been consistent in insisting that for equity and justice to hold sway, power rotation is irrevocable. We have called and demanded that the 2023 presidency be zoned to the Middle Belt. Hey, it is now middle belt now, no more southeast, no more southwest. It is serious. So, in the event that such demand is unrealizable, all ethnic nationalities of the middle belt region are resolved to support any presidential candidate from the south. It is sad that the Northern Elders Forum has turned itself into a forerunner of this treacherous plot against power rotation, which has destabilized the political situation and given various parts of the country a sense of belonging. We find it strange that the North, under whose leadership Nigeria has continued to perform woefully, should even contemplate the idea of retaining power in 2023. Over 6 years of growth of northern leadership has brought Nigeria to a catastrophe that is unprecedented. Not only has the prosperity for a bright tomorrow retarded, insecurity, unemployment, and other societal vices have left their toll on our national life. As a forum, we find it incomprehensible to understand the basis upon which the North is clamoring for power retention by 2023. The North should have forfeited all moral right to retain power in line with the zoning arrangement of political parties. We cannot allow the North, which is now throwing decorum into the air and continue to pursue a selfish agenda that could capsize the ship of the Nigerian state. The best pres the best the president, or rather I take that again, the best the present administration of President Muhammad Buhari should do now is to prepare ground for the conduct of a transparent polls that would either usher in a presidency to be headed by a middle belter or southerner. Anything short of that is unacceptable to the middle belt people. Now, from all indication, you can see that Nigeria and Nigerians are actually looking towards. Everybody wants to have a touch of the presidency. Now, middle belt is coming to the picture, saying, "Look, you see that you give it to us. If you're going to pick it from the north, it has to be middle belt, or you give it to a southerner." Now, even in the southern part, Ohanes was saying that it's their turn to become president. And of course, the Southwesterners are not keeping quiet about the issue of presidency. They're looking towards the likes of Tinubu and other stakeholders who have not really mentioned their names, but they're actually angling at the position. You now see that it's a dicey one. So if it goes back to the north, the agitation may increase in a quantum that will actually give us cause for worry. Let's meet in that conversation. What's the take?